Hey everybody, RockPaperMario here, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Blue. We're just south of Vermilion City here because I figured, oh, we might as well get started down here. That's where we, this is like the direction we're supposed to be heading and everything. I'm just gonna like reposition myself here because the way I'm sitting... There we go. The way I was sitting was like compressing my... pressing on my diaphragm and making it difficult to talk properly, so that is why I am sitting like this now. I don't get this. Like, I really don't get this. So, like, this girl here will trade you, like, if you have Nidoran male, she'll trade you Nidoran female, which I really don't understand because in Pokemon Blue, Nidoran female is the easier one to get. Now, in Pokemon Red, Nidoran female is hard to get, but the trade is the same. So it's a really good trade. As far as I know, the trade is the same anyway. Yeah, I think there's like secret stuff down there. I don't really care. Now I think actually in the original Pokemon, in the original Japanese one, so Pokemon Red and Green, there actually were, oh, first of all, I've been grinding or leveling up or whatever, so I got Nancy up to a respectable level, so Nancy can have some fun too, and Beyonce, Oko-san, Buzzar, Koipu, Timothy, they're all kind of around the level 16 to 18 mark, so... No, I'm not going to quit listening in on you. But yeah, as far as I know, in the original Japanese Red and Green and Blue, or whatever way it was organized, that's still not 100% clear to me. See, I think in the original, in like Japan, there actually was Red, Blue and Green. And what we call blue over here is actually green over there, or something like that. Is I think the way it works, and oh my god, this is going to kill me. Beyonce can't be dealing with this. Let's send out, well, we'll send out to Koipu, because I wouldn't mind getting the Koipu to evolve and then getting it off my team. Sorry, Koipu, even though you're good. But yeah, the, as far as I know, what we call blue over here is actually what was green over in Japan. And we never got what was blue over in Japan, but we got red. As far as I know, that's the way it works. But as far as I know, in the Pokemon Blue that you got over in Japan, or in one of them, in the Pokemon Blue that you got over in Japan, you actually were able to trade Nidoran female for Nidoran male, and Nidoran male was the more rare one in that game or something. Like, they actually changed the trade in that, so it actually did follow the usual way that those things go by... Oh my god, this thing's going to know Hyper Fang. I'm not even going to try. Well, let's show Nancy off, because Nancy actually is like going to be a good defensive Pokemon. Well, Quick Attack, let's see how much it does. Yeah, you see, that's really good. Get out a Sand Attack or two. Even though Nancy's back sprite is just a little bit sad looking. Like, just a little bit. How can you be hitting with that? Take a drink of my water. Now, what I actually have to drink today, because the other way... Like, when I drink tea... See, I don't know, like, it's really hot and summery today as well. So tea just isn't the thing to drink, really, anyway. And I find as well when I drink tea, like when I drink tea with milk in it, like the normal way to drink tea, I find that like the milk kind of mucus, of course you'd have to hit with the last one when you have like 1 HP left. I find like the milk kind of contributes to the mucus in my throat or something. It just absorbs all the space all back of my throat. Oh my god, look at Pikachu! I'm actually going to heal up Nancy here. At least it won't be able to hit us with a Thunder Shock. Yeah, see, it's still going to try and do it though. I remember someone like explaining that, like in that speedrun that I talk about sometimes, like the Pokemon Red speedrun that I watched, which is actually really quite interesting. I remember someone explaining that actually, that like there's good AI and there's bad AI, and like some trainers have good AI and some trainers have bad AI. So like obviously this trainer has bad AI because a Pokemon trainer with good AI would never in a million years use Thunder Wave or Thunder Shock against a ground type, because the good AI is trained to recognize type advantages and disadvantages. Now the thing is, you can trick that out, because I remember at one point he was talking about how you could trick it out because there's some Pokemon that knows Amnesia, and because that's technically a Psych or Agility and things like that, and because they're technically Psychic type attacks, you could use like Nidoking against them without having to worry about it, because they just like keep using Amnesia and Agility over and over again, because it would think, oh, that's a Psychic type attack, that's super effective against a Poison type like Nidoking, so I'm just going to keep using that over and over and over again. And obviously that doesn't make any sense. Now this is going to use Psybeam on me right away as far as I know, so we're going to have to, well, let's use Timothy, seeing as Timothy has good special. Timothy is special, he's a fairy, well, in real life too. And then I remember what that woman says, she's like, men will not lay with men. It's like, that's what she says. Like, she's so nice, and then all of a sudden she's just like, men will not lay with men. Like that. Today is, how is Timothy confused? Oh yeah, because of confusion. Doi. Today is the 15th of July. That means it's 10 days until my 27th birthday. Can you believe it? So yeah, that's what's special about today. I'm trying to think what else is special. What else is special is Timothy's acting special, is what's going on. Here was I thinking Timothy was going to blow the doors off this battle, and then I find, well, why didn't I switch out to Buzzar? Oh great, now the Parafusion. I should have just switched out to Buzzar and used Peck on the goddamn thing. Now the experience is going to be divided up all ridiculous. And it's still going to use, I think that's what I was scared of, because I was like, oh, Buzzar can't, like, withstand, yeah, see, it's just gonna die. I might actually lose this battle, because Butterfree is just too fast. Well, maybe the Koipu is faster, who knows? If we use Hyper Fang, well, no. Please don't kill the goddamn Koipu. At least get one attack in. Butterfree's defense is so bad. Well, no, actually, it's obviously not that bad. So yeah, today, instead of... Well, that's okay if I can get off one quick attack. There we go. Go Koipu. So yeah, today, instead of coffee or tea... So they all got good experience, jeez. Today, instead of coffee or tea, I actually, like, have a big, like... sports bottle full of water. Now it's a sports bottle I actually won at work, because at work sometimes they have like stuff like events and things like that, or like little games and like stuff for like employee morale or whatever. Am I seriously going to walk all this back this way on screen? No, I'm not. I'm going to see you back here on the other side. Okay, here I am back in this tunnel. I actually swung by the daycare on the way here. See how Officiate is doing, whether he's making that man sick. Well, I don't know about whether he's making that man sick, but he's after growing by 11 levels, so that means he's level 16. So, like, we're actually on the way to having, like, a ridiculously powerful Pokemon already. Let's just see if we can't get one battle here. So yeah, but like, sometimes at work they have, like, games and quizzes and little events and things where you have the chance to win stuff. And I actually won like a sports bottle with the company logo on it and whatever. So that's what I have. I have like this big sports bottle. What's going to be good against this? I suppose the Koipu. So I'm kind of like trying to give Beyonce and the Koipu the experience, as much experience as possible, because like I know Beyonce is going to evolve soon as well as the Koipu. And I want the Koipu to evolve so that that's like Raticate done. And I want Beyonce to evolve just so that Beyonce won't be such a wuss anymore. Because poor Beyonce, like, we love her, but she just can't stand up to very much, can she? Well, there we are, level 16. Koipu gained 91 experience. Will we send out our own Pidgey? Or we'll just stick with the Koipu? Use Quick Attack. If 2 Quick Attacks will take them out, I might as well just use that. You see, I'm not sure now whether that's actually good enough. I'll use Hyper Fang because it doesn't always use Quick Attack anyway, and if they don't use Quick Attack, well, I'm faster. Level 19, we're getting there. So yeah, so now I have like this big sports bottle full of water, but the special thing about this the really special thing about this sports bottle is the fact that Koipu is dead. Is the fact that it has like this little chamber on the bottom. So basically both the top and the bottom open. So the top, you can open it up to put the water in, obviously, and there's this big long straw that goes all the way down to the end. You just have to use the pocket sand. Don't use, I was going to say, if you use sand attack again, I'm going to scream. But it also opens up it up at the bottom, so you can open like the bottom, you can screw off the bottom of the water bottle as well. And there's like this little chamber with holes in it, so like this little perforated chamber. And what you can do is you can put like fruit in there or whatever you want. So if you wanted, you could put cucumber in there, I suppose would be nice. I think it'd be nice anyway. You could put cucumber in there, or you could put like at the moment I have like half a mandarin in there. Like I just sliced up half a mandarin and put them in there. And it means like you get like the flavor in the water of the cucumber or the lemon or the mandarin. And I suppose like when you're finished with the water, you can always eat the mandarin pieces then, I suppose. I'd say I'm probably like one of the only one of the only people who would go to the trouble of eating the lemon pieces because I love lemon, so there we go. If we can get to Vermilion City in this video, like I'm really conscious of the fact that like the progress is like glacially slow in this LP. But like I can't help it. There's like so much stuff that you have to do, and like I'm not the kind of person who likes cutting out trainer battles. Like maybe like use repels to repel wild Pokemon, sure, but not like cutting out trainer battles. Well, here we go. It was all worth it because Beyonce's evolving finally. Jeez, took her long enough. Turns into this thing that looks like Bebop and Rocksteady. Pretty much. So yeah, now Beyonce's in Nidorina, so we might as well like test her out in this next battle. See, I kind of like to get at least one added to my Pokédex in every video. I've been getting like between evolutions and actually just straight up catching things. I have been managing that. I'm not sure how like that's going to progress in the SSN, but like I suppose there are other things to evolve and stuff, so we just have to see. This isn't the best start to Beyonce's debut as a Nidorina, but that actually did quite good damage. I'm trying to get it poisoned in case you're wondering why I'm using Poison Sting. Seeing as Poison Sting is actually a horrifically weak attack. I think it has like a power of 15. We'll just use Scratch. I'm thinking what I might do actually is I might teach Dig to Nancy, because like what else are you going to teach Dig to? And I kind of like to use Sandshrew. I've never really used Sandshrew a lot, or Sandslash, and Sandslash is actually a cool Pokemon, like good defense and good attack, like not very good speed or anything like that, but like especially considering how powerful Dig is in this generation. Like Dig has what, a power of 80 or 90 or something. Finally Beyonce can take things out, by the way. I don't think it can take out Eradicate though. Well, we'll see. Because I think what it's going to do is just use... See, that might even kill her. Yeah, see? Eradicate is just crazy. I think like the best strategy here would be to use Oko-san and try and get in sand attacks, because that's probably going to kill me. This is like the evolution of the Koipu right here. And like it's only level 16. The thing is, like, if we switch to Nancy... See, if I had taught Nancy Dig like I meant to, then Nancy would be able to dig this motherfucker right now and just completely destroy it, but I'll just like use Sand Attack. It's cheap, I know, but what else am I going to do? See? No way would I be surviving like all these attacks. Because Nancy's attack is good, but not good enough to just like straight up take out Eradicate. That's just not going to happen. So yeah, what else has been going on? What else is new other than the fact that it's like exactly 10 days until my 27th birthday? Well, I went during the week on Tuesday on the 11th. I went to see Fleet Foxes in concert. It was really strange actually. They were in the Opera House here in Cork. But the concert was absolutely amazing. Like, I've never seen them live before. And I was kind of wondering, like, coming up to it, like, okay, how is their, like, recorded music going to translate live? Because that's always, like, a worry you have. Like, things can sound, like, really cool live or really good live, or not really cool live. Things, like, anything can sound good recorded is what I'm trying to say. And then, like, a band just mightn't have the capacity to perform things live the way, and have them sound as impressive as they do on a record. But, like, oh my god, like, first of all, the musicianship and just the energy and everything, like, oh my god, they're just amazing live. Like, anybody who likes Fleet Foxes, make it your business to see them live, just trust me. I'm not even going to bother getting the old rod, because I have Magikarp already. Officiate is good enough for me. I'm not going to get sick. I might as well get the bicycle voucher. I don't think I'll bother going all the way back to Cerulean City, though, just to trade it in right now. Yeah, I did. Good, then listen up. My favorite Pokemon, Rapidash. It's cute, lovely, smart, plus amazing. You think so? Oh yes, it. Stunning, kindly, love it. Hug it when sleeping. Warm and cuddly, spectacular, ravishing. Oops! Look at the time. Look at your pants. I kept you too long. Thanks for hearing me out. I want you to have this. And we received the bike voucher. Is there a Clefairy here? And I can bring Timothy to... and I can bring Timothy to visit the Clefairy. That'd be cool. Hey Timothy, say hi. Oh, that's a Pikachu. Jeez. Well, it looks like a Clefairy. It's not my fault. Don't think there's anything else we can do here except, like, go and do the SS Anne. I suppose we could go, like, onto this route over here and go and catch Drowsy is what I could do. I'm gonna save those trainers just in case I need the experience anytime. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can find it. Well, Sandshrew I have. Nancy is already a force to be reckoned with. As is Beyonce. I'll actually switch her out because I'll switch Nancy in. Because I think, like, Nancy using Scratch would be a good way to weaken down Drowsy, but the thing is, if it knows Confusion, I don't want it to take out Beyonce is what I'm worried about. This is one thing I love about, like... Well, no, not one thing I love about about this Pokemon game compared to other one. Well, do you know what? I actually have to catch one of these as well, don't I? Another Spearow. I might as well do that now as well. Because don't I have to trade it for Farfetch'd? Good thing I thought about that. As I was saying, the what was I saying? One thing I like about Pokemon games is when there are Pokemon you can only find in a specific place. Because I think it's cool because it makes the world seem more real. Like, that's like their habitat, or that's like the kind of region that they live in, or whatever. And that was like one thing that really, really irritated me about, like, when I was playing Pokemon Black, well, I know I didn't play Black, I played White. But when I was playing Pokemon White, well, in Spearow, we need to give it a nickname now. Not that I really care all too much. I have no idea. It's just going to get traded away for the duck, so it's just going to be like, whatever. I don't know, Ducktrade, woo, I don't know. Ducktrade, of course. Ducktrade, woo. Ducktrade, well, that's one word. It also sounds like rough trade, which is just... No, we don't need to go there in this video already. Ducktrade. Woo! If you listen to that song, like the DuckTales theme tune, it just sounds exactly like You Make My Dreams Come True by Hall & Oates. Like, they both start like... Dun, 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 dun. And then one of them's like dun 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 dun, and then the other one's like ba da dun 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 Like, I know, like, they're not the same, like, they're not identical or anything like that, but they just sound like the same kind of song, if you know what I mean. Like, one of them reminds you of the other. But anyway, You Make My Dreams Come True is just a whole other can of worms I could open up based on my love of that whole scene in 500 Days of Summer. Like, first of all, like, well, that film is just so good anyway, I love it. Even though poor Joseph Gordon-Levitt, even though I don't know about poor, because at the end of the day he does become, like, he does develop because of what happens in that movie. I think, like, overall it's a positive development, do you know what I mean? So I suppose I don't really feel too, like, I don't feel, like, too sympathetic is what I'm, like, sympathetic, sure, but I think overall, the end justified the means is what I'm trying to say. But there's, like, that really, like, cool scene where You Make My Dreams Come True, where he's, like, walking to work, and it's just, like, the whole world is congratulating him on being in love or whatever, and it's cool because it's, like, I just think it's the perfect, because, like, you know exactly how he feels. He just feels like he's walking on air, like, you know, that kind of way. There's no other way to describe it, but... Do you know what? Fuck Drowsy. We'll find Drowsy in the next video. Do you know what I'm gonna do? Fuck Drowsy. I'm gonna go and, like, trade Ducktrade. Woo! For ducks here. Isn't ducks what's the name of the Pokemon? The name of the game. The name of the game is just one of those ABBA songs that's... It's really good, but it's, like, not one of the songs that you hear that often. Like, there's some really cool ABBA songs that you just never hear. Like, you hear, like, all the ones, like Dancing Queen and Knowing Me, Knowing You and all those kind of ones, like, all the time. I might as well put Buzzar in. Buzzar was stored in box 1. Ducktrade. Woo! Come on, withdraw. Ducktrade. The poor Spearow. Do you know what's, like, even more hilarious? I'm gonna get a thing called Ducks that I can't all capitals as well, so it's really gonna stand out. I'm gonna get a thing called Ducks, and I'm not gonna be able to change its name. And the person I'm trading with is going to get a thing called Ducktrade. Woo! That they're not going to be able to change what its name is either. So yeah, here you go, and it's half dead as well into the bargain. Like, could you imagine? They're like, oh, here's this, like, really rare Pokemon. It's called Farfetch'd, and there's only one in the game. And I was like, oh, here, take this half dead bird, and I, like, hold it up by 1 foot, and it's just, like, dangling in my hand. Like, could you imagine? Like, this is exactly what's happening, and she's gonna open it up, and gonna be like, ah! Like, when she sees it, and then go and run to her mom, and I'm just gonna walk away whistling with my new Farfetch'd. It's like in Dumb and Dumber when that blind kid has the dead bird. That's what it's gonna be like. Oh my god, it's ducks. Is it the Mighty Ducks? Well, not yet, but maybe someday. Harry traded Ducktrade, woo, for Farfetch'd. Thanks, pal. Is that me saying that? I imagine it is for some reason. So there's ducks, let's have a look at it. Ducks, normal and flying. Peck, Sand Attack, Leer, Fury Attack. I might actually give Farfetch'd a whirl. I mean, Farfetch'd isn't the best Pokemon. Fearow and Pidgeot are obviously far superior. Dodrio as well. I mean, if you're looking for flying Pokemon, you have so many other superior Pokemon compared to them, but it had to be done. So yeah, ducks, you're going back in the PC for the moment, so... I guess that's enough. I'm kind of conscious of the fact that these videos are always mega long, so... In the next part, I guess we'll try and catch Drowsy again, and then we'll head on to the SS Anne, so... See you next time, bye now.